What's up guys, now I'm Master here, and today we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super once again, and today we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super episode 41, and I'll be doing my weekly review like always, and this episode was pretty good, pretty amazing. I mean, like last episode I was just totally hyped. I was like, oh my god, like whoa, like oh shit man, this is just amazing, this is bringing back the old days and stuff, and I was just crazy. But it wasn't that action packed. Last week's notice this that last week's episode wasn't that action packed. Like episode 39, the week before last week, that was really action packed, and I still didn't like it as much as episode 40. So that's why, like, it's not always about action. Like Dragon, if you think like Dragon Ball is all about action, no, it's actually about the story too. Like as much as about the action, it's about the story too. Story building up, Goku's life and everyone else, all the character development and stuff. So I really liked what happened in this episode. I mean, from last episode, I was really excited to, like, there were a lot of things that we wanted to know about this episode that I was concerned about, like Zeno. Somehow, like, this guy looks like a pipsqueak. Like, what is he? What is he here for? Is he really that strong? And this episode, we kind of got our answers, and it was really exciting. Like, this episode was stuff happened in here was just like, man, hype. Like, it was just crazy stuff. Like the dragon, man, that dragon, boy, man, that guy just scared me, and I was like scared to that seeing that guy. Because if you guys weren't amazed at him, then there's some problem with you. Anyway, let's start off where we left with last week's episode with Champa and Beerus being scared to hell. Like they were like, oh shit, who is this guy? And that really got us like interested to know if this guy like really is a big deal, because they were just so scared. And this episode, like, we continue from that. Like Champa is like standing up, and he's like, everyone else is just like, oh my god. And like some people, most of the people are just confused. Only Beerus, Champa, and Wiz, and as we found out, the Supreme Kais actually know about him too. But the interesting thing is the younger Supreme Kai of our universe, Supreme Kai, the younger one, because there's two Supreme Kais in our universe. The younger one, Supreme Kai, the second Supreme Kai of our universes, the younger one, he actually didn't know about, Zeno. So that kind of makes him special. Like everyone knew, like all the Kais knew about Beerus, but only some of the Supreme Kais knew about like Zeno. So that's kind of cool. I mean, that makes him special. Anyway, so we get to know more about Zeno, because Champa and Beerus both go down, and they're like bowing down and stuff. They're like, "Oh, welcome, Zeno-sama, man. Please, what can we do for you?" And even all the Supreme Kais come too. They're all like bowing down to him, and they're like, "Oh, please forgive us," and like stuff. And why? What can you help? What can we help you with? And like Goku and Vegeta, and now everyone's just like, "Man, this guy looks like a little pipsqueak. Like, why are they scared?" And Supreme Guy even said, like the younger Supreme Guy even called him a kid, and they're like, "No, the elder Supreme Guy, I know he's a god of everything," and man, that title really scares me, man. Like, but then again, he looks like weird. I don't know. Like, it kind of gives me the feeling maybe there's something behind him that we don't know, because his voice actually was really skinny too. Like, he sounded like Pikachu. Yeah, totally sounded like Pikachu. So like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that, because I totally have some, I have some theories behind that. I don't know. I just don't know. I might do a video about him specifically, because he's got some interesting facts behind him. I just don't know. Anyway, so everyone's like bond on to him and stuff. Most people are confused, but all the gods and Supreme guys are just so scared. And Goku's like, "What's the big deal?" He just goes up to him and he does a handshake. And every Beerus and Champ are so scared. They're like, "Oh shit, Goku, what did you just do? Are you trying to get us killed?" And he's like, "Whoa, what's the big deal? All I did is get a handshake. Is that a big deal?" And then they're like, "Yes, that is. What are you doing?" And he gets a handshake from Zeno. Zeno actually shakes his hand, and the guards actually try to stop Goku, but Zeno actually says it's okay. And Beerus and Champ are really surprised, and Goku gives him a handshake and he picks him up. They're scared again, but Zeno didn't do anything like I suspected, because he's such a nice little guy, like a little being. But he says something really interesting, because we do want to know why he's here. And he actually says he's here because he's been noticing that Champa and Beerus haven't been doing his job, and that was kind of like funny to see them scared, because Wiz and Wallace are like complaining about them. They're like, yeah, like Wallace is like, Champa's been eating too much food and he's lazy, and Beerus is like, and Wiz is like, Beerus is too lazy too and he sleeps all the time. And both of them haven't been doing their job, and it's kind of like funny to see how scared they are. They're like, please don't tell Zeno-sama anything about us, please forgive us and stuff. And Bulma even uses Zeno to kind of scare Beerus, because Beerus is like, I'll destroy you, and then Bulma's like, I'll tell Zeno. So now they actually have some reason to like make Beerus scared, even though he's not gonna like be like forced or anything. But anyways, that's kind of cool to know. And after that, Goku gives him a handshake, and he says something really interesting. This is where it gets really interesting. He says that I liked what I saw in this tournament, and I really liked it, and I think I'm thinking of having a tournament again, but this time with all 12 universes. Yes, all 12 universes. Think about that for a second. All 12 universes. That's like total of. Let me calculate here. 60. Yes, 60 warriors, because we have 5 from each universe, and there's 12. So 12 times 5, and that's 60 warriors in a tournament from all universes. That is crazy. Even though I don't know if it's gonna happen, I have doubts about that. Because I mean, we can have it, but that would be just too crazy. And we just had a Terminant, so all of Super being both of these arcs just being Terminants. That's kind of weird. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, I don't think that's gonna happen. After that, everyone's Matt Xeno's mind. He goes away. He's like, well, that's all I have to say. And Goku's like, yes, yeah. And he seems like a pretty nice guy. And Beerus and Champa are like, what did you do? And Goku's like, it's fine. And they're talking about everyone just like saying bye to each other. And Vegeta and Kaba actually have another conversation. Kaba's like, Master, you want to go to my planet now? I actually thought he was gonna go. Like, I think I was like, oh, Vegeta's probably gonna go with him right now, but Vegeta didn't go. And Vegeta, I don't know if he likes Kaba, like he was acknowledging Kaba or not, because Vegeta was like smiling, but then he was like, don't call me Master. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But one thing, like Hit and Goku also had a conversation because everyone was kind of like saying bye, and he's like, we'll fight again one time, and Hit didn't really respond. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But anyway, Champa leaves, and all the Universe 6 fighters, they go back to their home. But our universe fighters get to have a prize to see the dragon of God, the god of dragons, Zorama, and everyone's just confused. Like they're like, well, we finally won, but how are we gonna find the last Dragon Ball? And Bulma is like trying to see on her Super Dragon Ball radar, like where is the Dragon Ball, and everyone's just looking. And then they're at 18 point something, like really. Really interesting. Gives an interesting point that the radar shows that all the Dragon Balls are together, and like people were guessing and speculating, the planet itself is a Dragon Ball. Yes, the planet, the red planet that we've been the planet that has been holding the tournament. It is a Dragon Ball itself. It's just been so long since it's been here, just collided with asteroids and stuff, and it became a planet over after like all this time. It's become a planet, so that's why they chose the planet to the tournament to be on the planet. That's why it's so special, because it is the Dragon Ball itself, the 4-star Dragon Ball itself. And now that we know, everyone's just like, oh really, like this is interesting, who would have thought? And we all go to the cube, and we're like trying to ready to get the dragon. But for this, you have to have some kind of deity call him out, because he's no normal dragon, as we found out. Viz has to like speak in a special language to call him out, and he does it. And then we have the dragon come out, and I was just like, oh shit, I cannot wait to see him, because we saw him in the preview a little bit, and I was like, man, he looked really big. I wonder how he's gonna look. And he came out, and I was so scared. He was like so freaking big, and I'm like, oh shit, like this guy is just big. Like he was bigger than the universe itself, maybe, or close, because he was like eating, like his teeth was way bigger than just one planet. His teeth was like bigger than a planet, and he was like eating like so many planets just with like one easy bite. And like I'm like, man, this guy is scary. Like, and he looked really cool. Like he looked like golden, and with like golden aura around him, not aura, but like golden light sparkle. And this was a special, like this is one of the most special moments of Dragon Ball history ever. Like, man, that if you didn't like this part, you are crazy, because that was just one of the most impressive parts of Dragon Ball ever. You gotta give them the credit. This dragon was really amazing, and I don't think we're gonna get to see him, because he's really special. He's special. It's not like Shenron that you wish him every day. I think we're not gonna get to see him again, really. Maybe, but I don't think so. And after we, now that we have called him out, it's interesting to know like what wish they're gonna make. And I was like, oh, what he's gonna do? Like probably gonna wish for something stupid. But Beerus actually is nice, and he wishes for Champa's Earth to be restored. Yes, he wishes for Champa's Earth to be restored. And Champa's Earth is back, and Champa and Varus like find out about it, and they're like, oh, like they're surprised. And Varus is Varus like, oh, that's nice. And Champa's just like, he's probably just that bastard. He just makes me know it. And Viz also says that was nice. And Beerus like, I just did it because I felt like it, making Champa own me one. And after that, we head back to the Beerus' planet, and Goku's saying like bye to Monica, and he's like, I wanna fight you. Beerus is like, he's tired. But of course we know the truth. But next episode looks like Goku and Monica are actually gonna fight. I don't know like what's gonna happen, because it looked really interesting, because Monica was actually, from what we know, he's really really weak, but he was actually fighting Goku in a good position. Like Goku actually looked tired, and he was flying and stuff, and he had an aura around him. I don't know what's the deal is with that. Like, Monica's supposed to be really weak, so I don't know. I'm just confused. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I totally thought it was amazing. And let me, if you guys are hyped for next episode, leave a like and subscribe for more reviews. And yeah, guys, I guess that's it. Peace out.